Hey guys, thanks for checking this out, and here are my thoughts of The Kitchen, which is starring Melissa McCarthy, Elizabeth Moss, and Tiffany Haddish. And I'm not gonna go fully with this because it's not a lot for me to talk about this movie, but I thought that this movie had hope, and it slowly decreased and deteriorated. Look, I don't have that much to say. Is that I thought that the performances were fine. They weren't bad, they were fine. I was more impressed with Tiffany Haddish. She really did a good job of playing a serious character, and it gives me hope that she'll do more serious movies instead of comedies. But we'll probably get to that future down the line somewhere. Um, Melissa McCarthy was good. Elizabeth Moss was good. That's all you need to really know. Performances from supporting characters, they're fine. It's not the problem with this movie is mostly down the line, getting into the second act, slowly into the third act, and I think the first act of this movie is solid. It's good. It's mostly what you see in the trailers of this movie. I thought the setup was great. I thought that the storylines, once it started to get rolling, was great, and once it slowly started getting to the second act, it started to go all over the place, and then that's when it started getting even more all to the place. Now I didn't read a comic book, so I don't really know that a lot of stuff that happens, but I'm pretty sure not all this happens in the first three issues that fast. If I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. But this movie just threw too much stuff at you, and it didn't do a good job to slow it down. And that was my big problem with this movie, is that I started to hate the movie way later, and way later watching this, and I didn't want to. This movie was good. It was good in the first act. I'm sitting there eating this up, and it's just starting to go down. And then you start having all three of the women's storylines, and then it just starts going. It just starts going crazier, and not in a good way, but in a bad way. And it was just like I felt like Elizabeth Moss' character wasn't really in a lot of the movie. She probably was in the movie for only 20 minutes, to be honest with you. But it just felt like that was just the 20 minutes of her being in there was just weird, because it was just like they'll go to Melissa McCarthy's characters and her backstory and her storyline, and then it would go from her to Tiffany Haddish, or it would go from Tiffany Haddish to Elizabeth Moss's, and then it would just go right back, and then it'll go back to all of them together, and then some of it didn't make no sense to me. So, um, it, this movie's just, oh man, it's just hard to really just say like how bad the editing I think killed the movie for me. Um, Maybe if this movie came out on streaming, maybe I would have had a different thoughts about it. Maybe. Um, I think this movie should have been a TV show. It probably would have been way more better and flushed out. Um, Also, just thinking about this movie because I haven't seen it in a while, but I didn't think I wasn't too fond of the dialogue. I think some of it was kind of bad. I didn't really think it was, in some scenes, cringe. I didn't want to say that, but some of it was cringe a little bit. Um, but man, it's just so weird. It's just so weird to talk a lot of stuff. I don't want to talk bad about this film, but also, I'm just remembering this because also I thought this one scene in this movie. I don't remember if it's in the trailers, but this scene was so bad. I literally was just like, this is. I just wanted to close my eyes and just let the scene just play out for itself. I didn't want to look at it, but that's how bad the scene was. Maybe if you guys know what I'm talking about, you probably um well, hit me up on the comments or my Twitter or my Anchor. Just but enough of me talking about this movie. I'm getting really headache from this. Should you see The Kitchen? No, not in theaters. It's not a theater movie. It's not worth your money to see in theaters. If this is on Netflix or Amazon, I would highly recommend if you can check it out on Amazon or something like that. But to see this movie in theaters, no, not worth it. Now, that's my quick thoughts about The Kitchen. If you like it, share it, like it, comment on YouTube. If you don't, that's fine. Then leave me a comment saying you don't like it. That's fine. Thank you guys for checking it out. I'll see you guys in whatever I'm doing next. Bye bye.